It's getting dark on us.
Definitely should have went with the. I was gonna bring them the lights too, but
Well, maybe we can get them. Maybe we can get the small one
the
once we
rings.
the ring light. Don't we have
Yeah,
like a small
it's
ring
two of
light?
them.
So I'm saying, yeah, maybe we can get the small one once we fly back home and
Oh,
then
there.
come back.
Let me see. I go here. Videos.
Do do do.
Probably take a bit. There we go. If we click on this, should be able to hear ourselves.
Let's make sure it's. That's not us. Let's make sure it's public, and we're good to go.
All right. Let's see.
Oh yay! And then you don't hear any of the other stuff in the background.
All right.
Awesome, awesome. Now all we need is some people. Child, and we is cooking with grease. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure are.
Somebody's in here.
Hey, love. So we're just gonna wait just a few more seconds. Isn't that what everybody says? So we're gonna wait a little bit,
To let everyone
give other people
in.
a chance to come in. That's so funny. But it is seriously the case. We're gonna wait a little bit and then see if see if anybody else comes in, and then we can start.
Let us know if you can hear us very well. I know I can hear us, but I don't know if you can hear us.
Third time is the charm. This is the third time that we have tried to go live. It didn't work the first two times, obviously, because we're back again. And hopefully we have some better luck this time. It has gotten dark on us.
Yes. We lost all our little sunlight that we did have. We got two people in there. How you doing?
It's gonna be hard to stop and not to stop, but to like go and get something to eat, like some tacos after
it's
this.
Gonna be crowded, and then it's Sunday, right? Yeah, today's Sunday. Yeah, they're gonna the stars are definitely gonna be crowded.
So we are still in. We lost somebody. We're still in Mexico. And we want to tell you guys just a little bit about, hey guys, I can hear you. Awesome. So happy that you can hear us and you actually responded.
Yes.
You just don't understand how important that is to us.
Going live is always, yeah.
So anyway, guys, we wanted to welcome back to our channel. Of course, I'm Tanaj.
And I'm Faustino.
And we wanted to kind of give you guys a little insight on the video that we just put out. Well, not just put out. I think we might have put it out about 2 or 3 hours ago. So if you haven't seen the video, make sure you go and check it out after this live, though, because we need you here. The more, the better, child. The more, the better. But so we are still in Mexico.
We are.
We left home, I want to say the 18th.
December 18th.
Yeah, the 18th of December. And we might have made it to Mexico, or we made it to Cancun the day before Christmas.
Yes, I think, it was like Christmas, the 23rd, 24th, something like that.
Oh, child, but let me tell you about the drive up here.
It was a mess. It was a long, hot mess.
It was horrible. It could have been better, and we all know that it could have been worse, but
yes.
we had a hard time getting here. And we didn't think it was going to be as hard because, like, we've driven to Mexico before, but we've never driven to the Yucatan.
No.
And it's different. It is definitely different.
Yeah, it's not like driving to Baja. It's totally different. I think it's more commercial here, but then there's definitely nowhere to stay to like actually camp with your RV. There's no RV campsites, you know.
There's not a whole lot anyway. And like somebody said, so. Because I put the same thing out in a Facebook group, and somebody was like, so were you guys, did you guys do research? Yes, we did research. But what we found out once we got here is that the apps that we use are kind of outdated for this part of Mexico. Yeah. So we were going off like the comments that were left about different RV parks in Cancun and stuff. And yeah, once we got here, I even got close to Cancun, we realized that
no,
they
don't work because I'd say some of they haven't been updated in a year, some of the camping spots, but But that's typical on the app that we use, iOverlander. Not everyone usually updates them, and we've been to other places where that hasn't been updated within a year, but they're still
But
great.
they were still,
yeah, they're still there.
Yeah.
But I guess here, if they didn't update it, it's because there was no point in updating.
Yeah, either because it was closed down or because like they were just inoperable.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. So we had nowhere to park.
No.
That was one of the big things. Like we didn't really have a whole lot of places to park. And that created a problem because usually like in the States, if you don't have anywhere to park, then you'll go get your Cracker Barrel or you'll go to Walmart. Well, that's not a thing over here.
Some of the Walmarts here on this side of Mexico, you usually got to pay for parking. There's barricades as soon as you pull into their parking lot. And you got to pay to park overnight. Just not to park there, but I guess you have to pay just to go shopping, and then you'll just become part of the a shopper.
A lot of them don't have like overnight options.
No.
Though a lot of the RV places, not RV places, but a lot of the Walmarts here don't really have overnight options. And a lot of the RV parks that we saw on our Overlander, they were closed.
Yeah, they don't exist.
And the ones that did exist, it was like $80 per night. Now that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous for Mexico.
I mean, because all we really needed was somewhere to plug in. Sometimes we didn't even need somewhere to plug in. We just wanted to stay somewhere safe, and that wasn't an option.
Yeah, showering was we don't shower. We have a shower, but we don't like to shower in a van. It uses up a lot of water
and a lot of power.
Yeah, so typically, we usually stop at a Planet Fitness or at once again at a little RV park. And shower up, but no showers on this side of Mexico. The showers that they do have is basically at a gas station where you go pay 10 pesos, and it's like a truck stop gas station. That's if you even find them. And sometimes it's not even at a gas station. It's just somebody built a makeshift shower building on side of a gas station, and some little old lady is attending it, and you just drop 10 pesos and you take a shower.
But they were far and few in between. So that was one of the issues. Yeah. Another issue was the roads. Like driving here was, it was a mess because the roads were okay, so we're in Mexico and, we're not crazy. Like we know that
the roads are going to be bad.
The roads are not going to be perfect. We're not expecting that. But if we're paying damn near $50, $80 for a toll, then we kind of expect the roads
to be taken care of
just a little bit more than they were, because baby,
there are some that if you hit you ain't making it out. Like you're gonna break something on your car. Like we saw 18 wheels inside, like having repair jobs on their rims, and it's pretty bad. You have to really be vigilant.
Yeah, a lot of people lost tires because of the gouges in the road. Like it'll mess up the tires. So that was an issue. Yeah. Like just things that we really didn't expect because we had driven, like I said, we'd driven to Mexico before, but never to this side.
Right. And we were thinking, I was thinking that at least it would be almost like driving to Baja, but it's not. It's a lot more traffic, I guess, because all the 18 wheelers just coming through all these towns, and it's extremely busy. And I guess Baja side, they're small towns, but in this Gulf Coast side, when we're coming down, it's like cities, so they're bigger than towns.
And their highways are heavily trafficked.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of traffic.
A lot
on the highways. So it's definitely not like driving anywhere else that we've been. No. How many of you guys have actually considered, like if you are in a van or RV or whatever, how many of you guys have actually considered driving to Mexico? Not even just Mexico, but just this side, like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, all those beautiful places.
I would recommend driving, but it's to Mexico, because you can just drive in, and you can be in Cancun. We drove about 5-hour days, and it took us about 7 days to get to Cancun. And I would recommend driving, and you can just pull off and actually go stay at a hotel. Yeah. But I wouldn't recommend driving a van. You know, it's just big and like that. But I would definitely rent a car and just hit the Gulf Coast and hit some cities.
And
You
see,
know?
that's where we differ. I would definitely not recommend driving at all. Like if you're gonna come to this side, fly in, and then once you fly in and you get to Cancun, the roads are better. You don't have to worry about as much. Like the gas is cleaner. It's completely different. But getting here, it was a hassle.
Yeah, especially through the beginning of Mexico. But I think once you get to Merida, I think all the little touristy towns are, it starts improving.
It definitely starts improving. The roads start improving. The gas starts improving. You don't get stopped as much by the police, and just
Yeah. There was one time that we were looking for a place to stay, and we got off, and they have a lot of like U-turns here, like you go under the bridge. We made a left and made a U-turn, and there was a cop hiding on the U-turn. He pulled us over, told us to put our seatbelt on, and told us something. He saw the cameras, and he's like, "Okay, never mind." He waved us through. We went around, went to Walmart, got some stuff, got back on the road, and we decided to go back to another gas station because we're looking for a shower. And sure enough, we made another U-turn underneath another underpass, and it's the same thing. And there was another cop hiding on the U-turn and pulled us over. And he pulled us off over. Like literally, it could have only been like 20 minutes from each other. And they're like an exit apart. I told him, you know, your friend just pulled us over like at the other exit. And he was like, "Oh, really?" And he started smiling. And then he let us go. So, you know, they're definitely trying to catch you on the U-turns.
They do.
And you don't expect it. Like they're just like, they pop up.
They
like, right
tried to catch you on the U-turns. They try to catch you, period. See, the thing is that, okay, so we've probably watched the same videos you watch about people getting pulled over in Mexico. Well, right before we decided to come to Mexico, we installed 360 cameras around the van. So every time, and they definitely saved us. I'm so happy that we had these cameras from Taddy Brothers. Like they really came in the clutch, because every time we would get pulled over by a police officer, I'll wait until he got to like the driver's side door. And then once he got to the driver's side door and looked in the van, we have a monitor because our camera kit came with a monitor. So we had a monitor, and I would purposely like start moving things on the monitor just to let him know that like the monitor works, like you're on candid camera. And every time they saw that, they're like, "Oh, welcome to Mexico." So you pulled us over to tell us basically welcome to Mexico. Thank you so much, Hidden Movie Messages.
Yes.
We absolutely love
Let me see.
the gift that you sent us.
Let me see. How do I?
Oh, and the water in the gas tank issues. How does that happen? So with diesel, especially in places like Mexico, like the diesel is underground. So when it's underground, like it has a chance to get condensation in it. And, you know, if you don't check it or do whatever you need to do to it, then the water just sits in the diesel, in the gas, and it mixes in. So when we go to pump it, then we're getting diesel and we're getting water at the same time, which is what happened to us like multiple times. So the thing about it is on a Sprinter, there's this valve underneath the hood. And if you unhook the valve, you can separate the water from the diesel. We found ourselves having to do this multiple times. And I'm so glad that we still have like our manual, because I looked in the manual to find this out. And it saved us. Now we are going to still need to get the van looked at, because we
definitely, when we do finally leave Mexico, we definitely got to take it back and have it really, we're going to have to probably drop the tank and get a new fuel filter. It's running fine. It's just that we're definitely going to move forward and do some extra maintenance because of that. We don't want it to get worse or anything else to happen.
Yeah, so that was one of the issues that was another issue that we had to deal with. We had to deal with being stopped all the time. Well, I'm not going to say all the time, but we were stopped a lot by the police. Yeah. And like I said, once they saw that we had the cameras,
they backed off.
Yeah, they're like, welcome and have fun. But that's not why you stopped us. You didn't stop us to tell us welcome and have fun.
He's trying to get his lunch paid for the day,
Yeah, so we're just super happy that that we were able to kind of bypass that. Okay, so why did you guys choose to stay in Tulum and not Playa del Carmen?
That's a good question. We actually when we we didn't. We were basically looking on Craigslist. We went on. Let me start all over. We're actually looking on Airbnb to try to find places to rent, and because it's high season, it was close to. It was like New Year's Eve or it was like New Year's Eve time and Christmas, so everything was getting booked. I mean, we would refresh the page, and people were just booking and booking and booking, and they were like, "Well, we need somewhere to stay because this van in Cancun area is just not working." We just basically got on Craigslist, and I looked in. I was trying to find anywhere to stay, anybody that's renting, because they don't really like advertise apartments or condos and on like Realtor.com or websites. If the ones that do that are like you have to buy, and they're like $1 million or 1 million Mexican pesos, but that's not what we were looking for.
Not at all.
No, so we went on Craigslist and we found a couple of places that were some, because there's Americans and Canadians that live here and they rent out their homes that they've built. And we found a few in Playa, and we found this one in Tulum. And we just chose this one because when we came and met the guy, he was
amazing.
Wonderful, right?
Like he sealed the deal.
Yeah,
we were not expecting to stay in Tulum. Like we were expecting to stay in Puerto Morelos or Playa del Carmen, but like Faustino said, the prices that we were seeing were just way too much for what we wanted to pay at the time. And part of the reason for that was because it was Christmas time, New Year's Eve. So a lot of people are coming to Mexico, and the people that own the Airbnbs, like they're not trying to rent out a month, because they can make what we're paying in a month. They can make that in a week, so it was kind of hard to find something. And this house just so happened to be available. The guy was amazing. Like we are with the locals. Like, we're with the locals, which is fine.
Yeah, it's great. We're not that far from Playa. We're only like I forgot I got the mic right here. We're not that far from Playa. We're actually only like a 30-minute drive, 30-minute drive from Playa. And then after that, we're like another 30-minute drive from Puerto Morelos. And then after that, it's another 20-minute drive from Cancun. But it goes by quick, it's a quick drive. This is a great spot,
It is. We sincerely lucked up on this spot because what he's asking for a month, they were asking for like 4 days.
Yes.
And it just worked out. It made sense. It definitely made sense. And we felt like after everything that we had been through in the van, like the gas, not finding anywhere to stay, constantly getting pulled over, we just needed a break. Yeah. And we needed some time to kind of reset. So we really don't know how long we'll be here, no less than 2 months. But we told him 2 months. They like long-term. He wanted long-term people to stay, and we told him 2 months, and he kind of like, okay, but it worked out great. And like I said, we're not that far from Playa and all the other towns. Yeah, and then we're about a mile away from the beach, so it's not really that far. And then as soon as all the tourists leave, which we heard they should be leaving
soon
this week, then we'll actually be able to go and enjoy the beach, because we went to the beach last week, and
it's like there's only like one way in.
Slither.
Yes.
Now the beach is beautiful. What you can see is beautiful, but it's so packed. There's so many people, so many cars. It wasn't pleasurable. He wasn't really feeling it.
No.
So we haven't actually been to the beach. Like we haven't had a chance to enjoy the beach in Tulum, but we're making our way there. We're definitely going to go there. We'll go there this week.
Yes. So, Hidden, have you been to this part of Tulum or Playa del Carmen? I just asked because you asked why we chose. I don't know if you're familiar with both areas. But no, Tulum is great. We're only like 3 blocks from the main strip of Tulum.
Yeah, the avenue.
The avenue, which is the only time. I guess Tulum literally has its own. The interstate runs right through the middle of Tulum.
Yeah.
Oh, they used to live here 2 years. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And Playa, okay, all right.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I've been following you guys since.
Oh,
well, thank you. We definitely appreciate the OGs.
Yes.
We definitely do. That's pretty cool. I can definitely see us being here kind of long term, because it's super laid back. Like I said, the guy that we're renting the house from, like he's so very cool. And Gypsy has a friend to play with, which is very important. We have a really big yard. So if you guys are thinking about coming to Tulum, just holler at us because
Yeah.
then we can connect.
We've actually been thinking about the van has a good spot outside. You know, it's underneath the
Perfect.
perfect spot. It's in the I'm gonna say it's not an alleyway. It's
Don't
just
say alley.
it's not an alley. It's a road that doesn't get used.
Yeah.
So it's a great spot. We've actually been thinking of Airbnb being it out, and that way you could stay in a van and enjoy Tulum. We just haven't really fully committed to that one yet, but we definitely think it's coming. Maybe in the next 2 weeks we're gonna definitely put it up on Airbnb
and try to see what's what.
Yeah, that way you can experience van life and just literally walk 3 blocks and enjoy Tulum.
Yeah, I mean you won't be experiencing like a real deal van life because the van is not gonna move.
No. It'll stay where it's at.
This house don't move, so
right. Yeah, but but the van, you've seen our van, and you'll be able to chill in it. And you're really not even gonna be in a van most of the time. You're probably just gonna be out at the beach or walking through Tulum, and you're just gonna crash in the van and go to sleep, and then wake up and hit the road again. Yeah, definitely want to do something.
Yeah, it makes sense to us.
Yeah, we could hang out, show you around. Probably show us around if you've been here, because we've been to Playa. We've been to Playa and Puerto Morelos, but we haven't spent any extensive time in Tulum.
Right. We're thinking about heading back to Playa just to check it out.
Yeah.
Because this place is great. This place is wonderful, but we're always trying to see, what else is out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think that we covered like our trip down here. We talked about the gas and the roads, and there's nowhere to stay, and I don't want to come across as like we're complaining. I just want people to be aware, because I know a lot of van lifers or a lot of people that do videos. They want to say how great it is and like they never have any problems, and we're almost one of those people. Like we don't really have a whole lot of problems.
We usually don't
on the road, but this time we had some issues, and we wanted to let you guys know about our issues, just in case you want to come to Cancun or you're thinking about driving this way. I don't suggest that you do it, but I mean, it's your world. If you want to take that chance and come to Cancun in your van or whatnot, then yeah, we are in the mix of it.
Yeah, we are in here with the locals.
We are, and you'll probably hear like some dogs barking. You're gonna hear stuff from the road. The lights may go out because it happens from time to time, but we just really roll with the punches.
Yeah, they kick back on about a minute after they turn off.
At least.
Yeah,
at least a minute.
The weather's been great. It's been about like 80 degrees every day. I know back home it's like 50.
Yeah, we're snowbirds. We're not. At first, I didn't even know what that meant or why people use it. But as soon as it gets cold somewhere, then
it's time to go.
Yeah, we throw the deuces because we don't have time.
Yeah, we actually might miss Mardi Gras this year. Mardi Gras is early in New Orleans this year. I think it's sometime in early February.
That's February 13th or 14th, something like that.
Yeah, I think. But February, Mardi Gras is cold.
It's hella cold. So I don't even know why there are people that are really getting excited, because you can't really enjoy your parade if you're all bundled up and your hands are freezing. How are you going to catch anything? Because as soon as something hits your hand, like that hurts.
Yeah.
You can't really enjoy Mardi Gras. And you can drink as much as you want, but it's still cold.
It is. It is.
But it's not cold here.
No.
It's not cold here. We actually just finished celebrating, what was it, King's Day?
3 Kings Day or All Kings Day. They eat the same thing. It's like a king cake looking cake. It looks just like our king cakes, but it's made different. It's a little more drier, and they have like fresh fruit baked on the top of it.
Right, and they celebrate the same way as far as like the king cake. They have a baby in the king cake, and if you get the baby, then you have to buy another king cake, and if you get the crown, then you wear the crown. It's similar, same but different.
About New Year's, I don't know. We didn't make a video on this, but we did put out like a little video short for New Year's. What they do is we found this out. For New Year's, they build a statue, not a statue. They build a scarecrow, and they put it out in front of their homes, and they fill it up with, I guess, newspaper and fireworks, whatever, and then they douse it in diesel and they just set it on fire. So yeah, so at midnight on New Year's Eve, there were like a bunch of, I guess, scarecrows burning in front of people's homes, and it actually symbolizes like they're burning away the regrets of the previous year.
Yeah, so we got a chance to experience that, and Daniel was actually with us, which is the reason that we came to Cancun area to begin with. Like you guys know, if you've been following us for a while, you know that Daniel just went away to college, and he and our niece had a winter break. So because they did such an amazing job in their first semester, we decided to take them on a little road trip, thinking that, it would be similar to Baja. But it was kind of different, but we did enjoy that time with them. So it was pretty cool. Besides, the getting pulled over and not having anywhere to sleep and not being able to charge up.
Yeah, you know how kids are. They need that stuff.
Yeah, so if you think we complaining, just imagine what we had to go through when they were here. But we put them on a plane. My niece left a couple days before Daniel. Daniel left actually a couple days ago.
Yeah, New Year. January 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just us. It's us and Gypsy.
Yeah.
And we're kind of enjoying it.
Did you have some stuff? No. You had some questions from I think some people asked you on Instagram or anything. You want to cover?
I don't necessarily. Okay. Well, no, it wasn't for YouTube. It was for yeah. So if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, why don't you run over there and do so? No, I'm just kidding. Do if you want to. If not, then you can stay here. But it's been pretty cool. It's definitely been an experience, one that I would not suggest you do, but one that I'm glad we got a chance to do it, and we know better. You live and you learn.
Yeah, I think our next video is definitely going to be, we're going to give you a house tour of where we're staying at.
Because all you see behind us is like a window, but there's like 20 windows in here. Yes. It's so we're going to give you guys a tour of the house and like the neighborhood, and we may introduce you to our new friend Luca, and
show you we'll tell you some of the expenses that I guess it's really only one expense that we're paying for here, so we'll definitely cover that in the next video.
And it's not usually like that. Like our rent includes the water, the high-speed internet, the lights, like it includes everything. Yeah. We couldn't have asked for a better deal.
No, I think that was another one of the other reasons about Playa. The ones that we did find in Playa, the rent was about $500 US, but you had to cover your own utilities, and with this one was just a whole package deal. So we was like, well, let's go with this one. That also played a huge part.
It definitely did. Yeah. But he sealed the deal because as soon, like when we met him and he invited us in and he gave us some wine. He had me at the wine shop.
Actually, we had dinner with him. It was the Friday night. He invited us over for dinner. He makes his own bread.
His pasta. Like he's from Tuscany.
Yeah, he makes his own pasta.
Yeah.
So he made us. What was the stuff?
Cannolis.
Yeah, he made us.
But it's not the sweet cannoli. It's not like the one that we had in Boston. It's like like almost a rolled up lasagna because it had like feta cheese. It had spinach. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. It was amazing. Yes, I love the wine.
We had about 3 bottles of wine with him. Local.
I mean. I'm sorry.
That's his dog. Every time.
I cannot deal. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Perla.
All right, Perla. So Perla's his dog, and every time a siren comes by, she does that.
She echoes the noise of the siren.
Yes.
So Kimberly J says, "Hey y'all, I didn't know you two were live. I just posted on your latest video. Oh, thank you so much for watching our latest video, and thank you for coming into our live, child. How are you? How did you guys spend your New Year's, and what are you up to now? And do you have any New Year's resolutions? I have questions." Yeah, we decided to go live because we don't go live often.
No.
And we have time here. We have good internet. So, hey, why not? You know?
Kimberly, you're looking from Playa del Carmen. Where you at now? You trying to just visit? You're trying to stay for good?
Looking for a few places in Playa. Okay, that's pretty cool.
I would say try Craigslist more than the typical other websites. Those are probably gonna be like, you know, real estate agents and stuff like that. I think if you type in Yucatan, there's only like, if you type in Yucatan Craigslist, you'll get all of this whole area. You know, you're not gonna get each city in Craigslist.
Another thing that you can try if you are looking for
oh, she spent it in
in Playa.
Oh, so you're so you're in the area then.
And
now.
if not, then we just missed you. But hopefully we'll be here when you come back. So another website or place that you can try to find places to stay is Airbnb.
You can book for a whole month.
You can definitely book for a month, and they actually give you a pretty nice discount when you book for a month.
Yeah, that's another good spot.
It all depends on like what part of the year that you're coming in, because when we tried, it was no bueno. So, but you may have better luck, and hopefully you do.
I see everyone loves the Playa del Carmen. Yeah, there's a Walmart. There's actually like 3 Walmarts in Playa del Carmen. It is bigger than Tulum, but you know, I don't know. I find them almost the same. Like as far as they're both busy.
They're busy. I think maybe Tulum is busier. I think maybe because it's smaller. You know, Tulum is definitely busier.
Yeah.
But we aren't on the strip. Like if you were on the strip, then yeah, it will definitely be a little bit hectic. But we're in the neighborhoods, so the only people in the neighborhoods is the locals. And we'll occasionally see, you know, tourists on their bikes or, you know, something like that, but not too much.
She lives in Dallas. She has a realtor here.
Oh, okay, pretty cool.
All right. That's cool. You'll find something definitely with a realtor. You know, they're all, you know, they're looking.
They are, but you can do some looking too, child, and don't have to pay the realtor.
Yeah, keep that money.
You know what I'm saying? But but a realtor will probably get you exactly what you want, where you want it, for the price that you want it. Like if you have to go and find it yourself, then you're gonna be searching. You're definitely gonna be searching. And this just came up. Like we didn't plan on staying here for a month or 2 months. Like we planned on driving through and then going back. But like I said, once we had encountered so much on the way up here, then we just decided to kind of pump our brakes and regroup. And what better place to do it than here? Because the apartment that we rented out for the next 2 months is it's like we're staying in a jungle almost. Like there's nothing but shade, and it's pretty cool. I really, really like it.
Yes, we get hot water. You know, everything works.
People don't usually get hot water.
Well, when we went to Costa Rica, when we stayed with Johnny Manana, it was just like, you know, it was
bare bones.
It was bare bones.
Yeah, it was.
I would say the only bad thing here is just the power goes out for like 3 minutes, if that, and that's like the worst thing. Love your van life and travel vlogs. Thank you, Piece of Felicity.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
And we love that you love our van life and travel vlogs. We absolutely love that. Thanks for the love. You guys are amazing. I heard some people talking about how their subscribers are like just mean and leave all kind of crazy comments. We don't get that. It's nothing but love, and I really, really appreciate that. Like seriously, I know I play and I laugh and make jokes a lot, but seriously, I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we don't get the typical hate that I guess everyone else gets,
Unless we try to post something in a van life Facebook group,
Man,
chat.
these
Yeah. It's like when we infiltrate their groups, they have problems with that. But we here and we're not going anywhere, so enjoy, That's how I see it anyway. Yeah. It's your energy. Oh, thank you. I'm about to say Faustino's a hater, but
I am not a hater.
yeah, he's not all the time. Not all the time, just most of the time. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, thanks. The realtor is. Oh, okay, pretty cool.
Oh, okay. We'll move there. Okay.
That's good.
Oh, she comes here monthly. Yeah, you get a lot of people that come down. We want to maybe down the line, maybe in a month or two, find a spot where we could I don't know, I guess rent out.
Like sub
sublet,
sub rent. Like
we
that.
want
And it might be this one.
Yes.
After we show y'all this little house that we have, you guys, you might want to come down and rent it.
We've definitely
Who knows?
We've definitely been thinking about subletting or getting us our own place away and actually like subletting that out on because it's nice down here, and we know a lot of people that want to come, but they're like afraid to because they watch the news. Like I had a nice conversation with somebody on today's video how dangerous this place is, and they watch Fox News and there's killings in Cancun, and I'm like, no, I don't think that's what's really going on.
I'm not gonna say no.
I mean,
that it doesn't happen, everywhere. But that's what I was gonna say. I mean, if you let the news stop you from traveling and experience things, then you're gonna be in your house like in a closet. Basically. Because it happens everywhere. You just have to be aware and mind your business. Yeah. Don't go into areas that you're not familiar with. Right. Like we're from New Orleans, so
it's like we hear gunshots. Like as soon as the sun goes down in New Orleans, you're hearing like blop 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 so blop blop. Like it's okay.
And we don't hear that here.
No.
I mean, I'm sure they're doing it somewhere, but they're not doing it here.
I think most of all the countries that you travel to, they keep the tourist areas a little more safer than the local neighborhoods.
They're
even in New Orleans,
highly guarded. Like there is not a time that we can't walk like down the street or like to the avenue and we won't pass by like trucks that have police, the police on top with the guns. Just patrolling the area and.
Super safe.
I feel safe.
Super safe. In fact, let me tell you what happened a couple of nights ago.
What happened?
We didn't film it because we were already drinking. So it was Friday night, and we told you how our landlord.
I'd be so scared of what he gonna tell y'all, child, because
we went like 3 bottles deep, and we had some of the I always forget the name, but we ate. So about 4 or 5 blocks down, you could hear like a concert going on. And
which we never hear.
Right.
Like there's never any music, any nightclubs around here or anything.
So we went walking down there and it's like a big field with a wall around it. It's about, I guess, 6-7 feet. I'd say about 7 feet tall. And you see the stage, so you can kind of look over it and you see a stage and it's like a Mexican band going, they're just going, it's like a concert. And then we were like, I didn't want to pay to get in. So let me tell you what happened. So we're like, okay, we walk down there, we get to the wall, and we're looking, I was like, oh, okay. And then this guy's trying to jump the fence, the wall, it's a brick wall, and I like give him a boost, and I like pick him up, and he jumps over, and then we walk around to the entrance, and we get to the entrance, and it's like, it was like $30 for 2 people. And I was like, I don't want to pay $30 for 2 people, because it was like a concert in a field, like just a field. Like but it was a real deal concert that had stage, lights, and everything. So we're like, okay, let's not. So we walked back around, and then we got to the wall in the same spot where the guy was, where we just helped him up. And then he was on the fence. Oh yeah, the comments about the guy, from about all the drama. So we're like, you know what, Tanaj? If he could jump the fence, let's do this. Let's just jump the fence. So
they threw me over the fence.
The guy was on the wall. I pick up Tanaj and push her over the wall, the brick wall.
Which is something you should not do.
Don't do it. But we were inebriated, which you still shouldn't do.
You shouldn't do that either.
Tanaj jumps the fence and then lands, and I don't see her because it's a brick wall, and she lands and like just vines and trees and like just a mess. So then the guy helps me up. And then, but as soon as I get on the wall, you see the cops, and they're inside the stadium. We're not stadium, they're inside the field, and they're like they're shining the light from a nice distance, and they're like, oh my god. And the guy's like, don't move, and I'm like on the wall, don't move.
That was crazy.
And Tanaj is down there hiding behind bushes.
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, I can't hang on this wall, and I'm like, I gotta jump. So I eventually just jumped down, and I'm like Spider-Man up on the wall inside, like, don't move. And Tanaj, don't move. He's shining the light. He shines the light over there, and I can see him kind of approaching us. And he approaches us, and then he comes, and you can see him. He's about 4 or 5 feet away, and he's got the light in our face, and he's got handcuffs out. And Tanaj is all ducked off. She's like, I'm all itchy. She thinks she's
poison ivy.
Or something. Or that's what we thought it was, but it was just itchy because it was very like vegetated. So then he comes up and he's like shining a flashlight and he shows us his handcuffs, and we're like, all right, don't worry, we're gonna jump back.
We leaving.
Don't worry about it. So I boost Tanaj back up over the brick wall. She jumps over. Well, not she's actually hanging on the wall, because then I got to jump over first.
I don't remember that part.
And then when I jump over, she jumps on my shoulders, and then we kind of like just walk away, and then we walk back down the dirt road.
What's your point to this story?
I was just telling them what happened.
You did that.
I dropped so we get back to the house. I go to look for my phone. The phone is lost. I'm like, I lost my phone jumping the fence. I was mad.
And he should have lost his phone jumping the fence, because we had no reason
we didn't.
Jumping those people's fence for no reason. Yeah. Lesson learned.
Don't jump
the fence
in Mexico.
If the people want you to pay $30 and you want to go somewhere, just pay it. It was like a last minute thing, and we're like, okay, like we're cool, thinking that we're 20 years younger than what we already are, So it was crazy. So Kimberly J says, I love that you two can go and live whenever and wherever. I love it. You know what?
You should too if you want to.
We love that too. We definitely love that too. And you're coming here. And I love the fact that you are thinking outside the box, and you even want to experience living in Playa del Carmen.
She comes here monthly.
Or Tulum. But now she wants to
permanently
get something more permanent, which I love that for you.
And I'm sure Dallas to Cancun is like a $98 flight.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's like dirt cheap.
I know it's super cheap from
New Orleans and Atlanta.
But then it all depends on who you fly with, because if you fly with Frontier, it's super cheap. I don't know how you feel about Spirit, but if you fly with Spirit, then it's super cheap. You just can't bring no clothes, because you know how they feel about backpacks and stuff. So that's another $100. So,
but you could buy clothes here,
You can.
So the next morning I did find my phone. I actually had to walk back to the field.
So we're still talking about.
Well, I had to tell him I lost the phone, and we did find it the next day.
Okay. Spirit Airlines it's
$100 USD. It is
because we actually put. Either we put our niece back on the flight for $100, or we put without baggage.
Yes.
Yeah, we put one of them back on the flight for like $100. Yeah. So yeah. And then it's nonstop.
2 hours, quick.
2.5 hours, and you're back
there.
home.
Yeah.
So I mean, you really can't beat that. Like, I see a lot of people talking about, don't travel with Spirit, but
I don't see nothing wrong with them. I mean, we don't travel usually with big luggage. Like, I hate going down and picking up baggage and all that. I'm like, look,
your team carry on.
Just put it in your backpack, and if you need something, just buy it there. It's usually cheaper.
And then it's so easy to pack. Most of my clothes are super tiny anyway, so
and
makes it easy.
When you do, and if you do pack all that stuff, you're not gonna use half of that stuff, because you'll go back home and be like, I didn't wear this. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. So we've updated you guys on our life. You've been here with us for a while. It's been real. What do we have planned?
We're gonna show you the house. We're going to show you the neighborhoods, and it's like real local. And I think we're gonna show you. That's two of the things we know we want to show you. And if you have any other ideas that you want to see, want us to like capture for you guys, let us know. We can go and do it. We definitely want to show you what it looks like in Tulum at night, the main strip, and definitely Playa del Carmen at night. Well, on the main areas. We're going to show you something like that. She's working on trying to stay here. That's good. That's good.
What's up.
Definitely. It's a change of what's that called? What we did it. It's a change of
Pace, scenery. What?
A life change. Like
it's
like
a change of life.
Yeah. When we sold everything and we were like, let's just stop this paying these mortgages and paying these car insurance. It's definitely a life change. You gotta we definitely minimized a lot. Like we minimized everything. The fact that you two can climb a fence. Yeah.
But somebody is feeling it today, baby.
I'm saying it felt like I was doing squats because all of my inside of my thighs were like.
You know why? Because we're not 20.
We're not 20.
We are not spring chickens anymore, child.
No. But
we won't be doing that.
No, we won't jump fences anymore.
And if we do it,
it'll be because something's chasing us.
Yeah. And we're not gonna tell you guys about it because I don't know why he told you. I don't know why he told y'all about that.
People like our story. We have so many stories that we don't tell because I don't know. We just don't tell them. But
they're funny.
Oh yeah, we have some stories.
But they're crazy.
Yeah.
But you can't tell people that, be careful and don't go into certain spots and all this other stuff. And then the very next breath, you're like, but I did jump a fence at this place because I really didn't want to pay. So,
we're telling them not to do it, but we can do it because we take chances like that, which are not good chances, not, something you shouldn't do, but, I guess we have a story to tell you, and then you can laugh.
Kimberly says she has no problem with Spirit, with or without luggage. You my kind of girl, because as long as it gets me there safely, I can care less what color the plane is, just as long as it works properly.
Yes.
So that's really my only concern.
Yeah, the Spirit. I don't have a problem with Spirit. I love Spirit. Gets us anywhere and everywhere, dirt cheap, and that way you have more money to spend. That's what I was
going to say. If you spend less money on getting here, then you can spend more money here while you're here.
Right.
Or save if that's your thing or not, but that's how
that's how we travel. I don't mind them. I take them anywhere and everywhere.
Charlie, we went on, like when we went to Turkey months?
September.
Yeah. It looks like we're frozen. So when we went to, just in case we're not, I'm just going to keep talking.
Okay.
So
maybe it's just the internet.
We went to Turkey a few months ago, and we stayed for almost 2 weeks. We went on Shein and got this backpack that was, I want to say it was like $20, but it fit everything that we needed in like 2 weeks worth of clothes. And yeah, we carried it. So yeah, it worked out. It definitely worked out. It seems like, are we frozen?
Can you let us know if we're frozen? Because we're frozen on our playback over here, but it looks like we're live over here, still working.
Okay, well, if we are,
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think it's just a little delay, probably because we got two things going. Okay, cool. So we're good. It's probably because we got two streams. Well, it looks like we got two streams going.
What else you got, my love?
Let me see. What else can we? What else are we going to get for them while we're here? We're going to try to do some Cancun. I want to record some of Cancun because of a guy with the messages saying, Cancun is unsafe. And I definitely want to show him that, no, there's like thousands of people walking around Cancun.
But everybody thinks that, though. Like my mother-in-law, she's like, don't talk to the mafia.
I'm like
okay.
Mafia? What mafia? There's like
we're not going to talk to the mafia while we're here.
It's like thousands of people walking through Cancun.
I mean, I think they're just trying to look out for us, just to kind of make sure that we're safe and vigilant and stuff like that. And we appreciate it, we definitely appreciate it. But we're not going to be talking to any mafia anytime soon.
No.
So hopefully everybody feels safe, because we do.
Yeah, I feel safe.
Where's Gypsy?
She might be outside.
That's so surprising because she hasn't said anything or anything. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what do we have?
Ever moved out of the USA? Well, we lived.
No, but he's been.
What you mean?
They've been there since the beginning. So Yes, we would. We would. We did before, and we'll
We would
do it again.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
We'll do it again. I'm like that.
Yes, it's affordable. It's more affordable. Your dollars stretch out. You get, I would say, you get more freedom of like not being, because when you're home, you have to deal with, I'm gonna just say, with family drama. They people call you for favors. People come over. You're just around that kind of environment. And here, it's just you.
No one calls us for anything because no one knows us.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's definitely. I would definitely move.
Not saying we don't like to help our family.
No, we definitely love to help, but it's like you're away from all those daily stressors. You just worried about the daily things here instead of like stuff back home. I would say.
So yes, we would definitely move out, leave the U.S. again and again and again.
Yeah, cut all. Definitely remove. I don't know.
We would just go.
Yeah, we'll just go. I'm gonna say, like I said earlier, it's definitely a life change. You gotta you're gonna be able to like minimize your life and get rid of all those things that you don't really think you need. Because that was a big change for us.
It's easier. Life is just
simpler.
We find life so much more easier. Like when we're visiting another country for a long term, or we've moved to another country, like it's just so much easier.
Yeah. And people think that these places are like, they don't have internet, or they have like,
they're third world countries.
They're not.
How y'all living in we're not, dude, it's nothing like that.
Like it's not what you see on the news. It's not what you see in the movies. It's
different.
It's just enjoyable.
You have to experience it. Like you actually have to step outside your comfort zone and kind of experience it to know what we're talking about, because it's easier.
Our landlord, he's from Italy. He's been living here for 20 years. So he moved and built this entire area, this property that he has 20 years ago, and he's fine. He's been staying here for 20 years. He speaks French, Italian, and Spanish, no English. And he rents out these homes. We actually have somebody living on the second floor of this house. We're not like living with them, but it's like a 2-story. We have to explain it in the next video.
We'll show you guys.
Yeah, she's been I think it's another Italian, much older lady. She's been living here for a year, and she actually works at night, because we see her leave, and he's told her that she works at a bar, so she works at night, and I think we've only seen her 3 times. So there's a lot of people that live here that aren't from here.
Kimberly says the cartel lives next door to us in the U.S., and you're not lying. I mean, they really do.
Yeah.
At home, it's so bad that we can't even go to the gas station.
No.
We can't go to the gas station at night. If we have any errands to run or anything to do, we have to do it in the daytime, and everybody's inside at night, because it's bad. It's
bad in New Orleans. It is.
It's bad. So when they tell us about the crime over here and everything that happens over here, a lot of that happens at home. And it's not like we just, naive to the fact that things don't happen in other countries, because we know they do, but things happen everywhere. Unfortunately, things happen everywhere.
Yeah, and I think most of these other countries that we visit, they don't have, their gun laws are different from, America's gun laws. So that plays a big part in it. I would say they're even more religious based. They really feel you shouldn't harm people like that, as opposed to the American culture is just different.
No, they do have the cartel, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure. Just like there's gangs.
Yeah, we have gangs. Yeah.
So yeah.
But for the most part, I think most cartels are probably around border towns where clearly they're trying to get, drugs across or kidnap people from, I would say they're more in the border towns, but they're definitely not sitting in the middle of Cancun with every tourist imaginable.
Tourists around.
Right. When was the last time you turned on the news and said an Italian or an American was shot in Cancun? You don't get that. That does not come on CNN and Fox. That really, really doesn't happen,
Not saying that it doesn't happen. We're just saying that
the percentage isn't high of it happening.
Right. So
because I'm sure in all of our 50 states, I'm sure if everyone turns on the news right now, each city has had at least one murder tonight, or at least a shooting. Like,
And don't say the M word. You have to say unalive.
unalived.
Not that that's funny either, but there's some words that we just
Can't
can't
say.
say. So
Okay.
yeah, that's about it.
If
I don't like.
she don't like when I say that,
I don't at all. Yet he says it every time.
so I don't know what to say then.
Well, then you say bye.
But are we ready to leave? Are we ready to leave though?
I
We
mean,
really haven't eaten dinner.
we haven't.
Our dinners have been like, we go down to the little
Taqueria.
to the
It's like a
taqueria. It's like a
stand.
little taco stand where they got like tacos, burger, tacos, burgers, tortadas, the Mexican stuff. And we'll get like 5 tacos or 6 tacos for like 70 pesos, which is like what,
It's not
$2?
even. Yeah. Well, it's like 3 or 4. It's not even $5.
Yeah, so I think we'll get like 10 tacos or basically about 10 things, 10 tortillas or 10 whatever you want to call it, for about what, $12, $15 for both of us,
Which we're gonna have to stop soon because tortillas and these tacos, the weight gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're from Memphis, and I know living down this crime is there. Yeah.
everywhere. Unfortunately, it's everywhere. Like there's no escaping it. You
Where
can't
there's-
stay in
right.
the U.S. and feel safe. You can't go anywhere else and feel completely safe.
Where
It's
there's
just-
humans,
crime.
there's crime. I mean, that's
That's the world we live in.
That's what humans do.
Yeah.
You know.
So don't let that deter you from traveling and seeing other things. Because once you get to the place that so many people talk about, like you realize that it's not what they say. It's really not. So that's why we try to encourage people to get out and travel, experience things for themselves. Even like our trip to Cancun, we wanted to make you aware of the possibilities. Like there's a possible chance, a good chance that, you're going to get water mixed in with your diesel if you're getting gas here. There's a good chance that you're going to, run into police officers that are going to stop you. And there's a good chance that you're going to pay almost $100 a day on tolls if you're driving all the way through like we did. It's, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. Just be aware,
Yeah.
That's it.
I haven't had any wine tonight.
You shouldn't be having mine. No, I'm
That's
just
the, that's
playing.
the last of it. We have to get we have to actually go to the store and get some wine. We haven't.
We got to go to the store and get some wine, and then we have to get some stuff like some meat and like some other stuff that we can actually cook instead of going and get tacos all the time.
Tacos and burgers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's good though. I mean,
it is good. But it's not for my waistline.
No, it's hard doing. I must say, if you don't know, we try to do a lot of keto,
which we have not been
difficult.
doing while we've been here. Let's start there.
Yes, it's a struggle, but we try to minimize as much as we can. Yeah, street food in Mexico is the greatest.
The bomb.com.
It's the best.
It's really good. And it doesn't matter like what taco stand we stop at or what quesadilla we try to get, like everything is pretty good.
I prefer those. I prefer the mom and pop restaurants over the I guess I'm not gonna call them fancy because they're not really fancy, over the more established restaurants that are on the main strip. Those cost a little bit more. Not as much as American prices, but they cost a little bit more. And I don't prefer them. I think they try too hard and on some of the meals trying to get them right, and they just don't get them right, or the portion size isn't right. But I love
the price is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the price is just. I love the local, the mom and pop, the little stands. They'll hook you up.
You have all your toppings, just everything, all your sauces, everything.
Yeah.
So it works out. It definitely works out for us.
And I rather give them the money, than the corporations. It's not a corporate restaurant, I'm sure, but it's just more fancier. All the tourists are in there. I just like the mom and pops. I'm helping them out. It's pretty cool because they're almost cooking. Sometimes they cook it in front of their house, and it's just great. And then you get to meet them. And I ask them how. This is crazy because we got a hamburger yesterday, and it was a hamburger with bacon, a ham slice, and they cut a hot dog in half, onions, lettuce, jalapenos.
It was thick.
It was thick.
Yeah.
And fries. All that for 85 pesos, which is
not even $5.
Right,
it's
all
like
that $4, all that, and it was just stacked. And you're sitting there talking to the guy, and I'm talking to him, and I ask him, "Oh, how much do you make a day? You know, like, what's your average?" Because, like, and he says 2,000 Mexican dollars, which is only like
200. Let's just say that
$200.
You
Is it?
Let's see.
I asked him, like, so, you know, because I'm always curious, because they look like they don't make much, and I'd be like, "Well, how much you make a night in this little, you know, street stall?" And they're like, "About 2,000 Mexican pesos, you know, a night." So this is how much he makes a night selling burgers and hot dogs and stuff like that.
It's $118.
So he makes $118 a night.
Sorry.
You know? And you know, I don't know. That sounds like and he's only working. They usually open up about
They open up late, like they used to open up when we were in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Like everything opened at
5,
5, 6 o'clock. So that's kind of how they are here. They open kind of late.
And one thing we realized that a lot of Mexicans don't cook in their homes.
They go out to eat.
They go out to eat
or
or go to the stands, and they can literally get what they want, and someone else cooks it for them without having to actually, you know, put that heat in their house, because I don't think lots of them have AC, or they just don't have a big kitchen or a kitchen at all. I mean, because they're living in, like, as we walk past, they're living in like a brick hut, like, yeah. So I don't think they don't really cook in their homes like that.
But it's been cool. We've kind of acclimated to the area. Like, we walk Gypsy every morning. We get our coffee. We go to the bakery and have our croissants. We just got some clothes back from the laundry. And I want to say it was like 4 kilos for $7.
It's a huge, heavy bag.
And they wash and fold it for you. And I mean, who can ask for anything more?
Right. You know, we don't have to cook if we don't want to. I mean, you can cook if you want to. If
Life
you want to make
is
something
easier,
different.
like we said. It's so super easier. Now, one thing is, we were trying to find like a way to get around, but renting a scooter here it's probably not going to happen. You know, we're in a van, so it's kind of harder to take the vans up and down these streets, especially in Tulum. So we're going to rent a scooter, but renting a scooter is like $60, $70 a day. And we're just not going to do that.
No. And we even try to cut a deal with them.
We're like, we're going to be here for 2 months.
Give us a deal.
But I mean, I completely understand and respect his mind, because what we are willing to pay per month, like, he can get that
in a week,
couple of days from like the tourists that
I made him an offer. He was like, I was like, "Hey, we need a scooter for 2 months." And he was like, "Well, tell me what you're willing to pay for 2 months." I'm like $300. He's like, $300. Like, he wanted $700
per month for a scooter. I said, "Dude, we don't even pay that for rent. Like, why would I pay $7?" Okay, I mean, I get it completely. Like, I completely get it. But we're not gonna do it.
Right, and then
it's not that.
And then you're walking down, and you see, and they sell motorcycles and scooters at the stores, you know. And then you walk in them, and then they're like 13,000 Mexican pesos, which is $1,700 for a brand new scooter. I'm like, we can go buy a brand new scooter versus renting one.
Hidden movie messages were just saying that you can buy one
for like
way cheaper.
Yes, for like $1,700, brand new at like the Walmart.
Maybe we can rent that out. Yeah. But seriously, we probably could.
And that's just in this area. I can imagine if we drive up a little more north to like Cancun, where there's more competition, we could probably get a brand new scooter for like maybe like $1,000 versus $1,700, you know, and we can drive that one down.
Yeah, we could, but we're probably not going to do that. Anyway, guys, we do not want to hold you guys. That's a good idea. It really is. As I had never thought about that before, but as it was coming out of my mouth, I'm like, that's a really good idea. Like, maybe we could get a scooter and then rent it.
And throw it in there with that van deal.
You know, or not. We'll see. Anyway, we have never been on live for this long.
No, we haven't.
And we really enjoyed talking to y'all. Thank y'all for commenting back and just being so amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing.
I'm going to say this, and I know we're going to try to go live after every video that we post. to do some follow up for any questions that anybody had. We're gonna try. We've said this before.
We say that all the time. That's why I'm not going to. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to lie again. It's not really a lie.
It's like
life happens.
Yeah,
and we don't go live.
We don't go live because you're just not in that energy. You're not in that mode, and it is what it is. But
thank you so much, Hidden Movie Messages. We love you too, and we will definitely try to enjoy this life that we're living. But if you guys don't have any other questions or comments, concerns,
anything before we get off,
we're gonna go ahead and go mosey around the corner. It's 7.
It's early.
It's 7:41. So we're gonna go and get us some dinner. And we hope you enjoy your Sunday. We hope you enjoy this week that's coming up. If you haven't taken a look at our video that we just put out about the nightmare we had coming to Cancun, then make sure you guys check that out and leave some love because we really appreciate it. And that's how we get seen by other channels, is if the people that are watching us actually leave comments.
Please subscribe, like, and share.
I hate to seem like that, like, oh, watch our videos and share, but yeah, share that would be great.
Yeah, hit that little bell so you can get notified. Thank you for the heart.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys. But we're about to go and we're gonna take Gypsy for a little walk around the corner. We're gonna get us some dinner, and we'll see you after the next video.
Yes, house tour coming up. I think we're gonna throw a quick video in between that one, but definitely the house.
What video?
The how to program.
Oh, Taddy Brothers. Yeah, our 360 camera,
which came in great.
Definitely came in great.
We have to show you guys
how to use it.
We've
already showed you. We did a video about how to install it. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you go and watch that video. And if you have a van, or if you know anybody with a van and you're thinking about the perfect gift for them, the 360 cameras is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and so we're gonna that little video is coming out before the house tour video. Those are definitely the two that are coming up soon.
All right, guys. I know I've already said it, but we're leaving seriously this time.
I don't see any questions coming up, so I guess we must be done.
All right, y'all. Well, enjoy. Thank you for kicking it with us. Deuces. In stream.